Hello, my name is Shadrach and I'm a front-end engineer. My goal is to help you take your front-end skills to the next level. If this feels like something you are interested in, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any updates. Don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get started. In this video, we are going to go through some useful websites that will help us to be more productive. You know, as developers, it is always good to find the best and smartest way to work in order to be more productive. I love these websites. I use them all the time and I hope you love them too. So the first on the list is Lottiefiles. Lottiefiles is a website that contains lightweight animations you can use for your project. They have thousands of animations that can be used for free and they are used by designers and developers from over 135,000 companies worldwide. It is very tiny, high quality and interactive. So when you come here, you search for the animation you are looking for. So maybe I am looking for loader. I can search for that. So there you go. These are some examples of loader animations. They have, a lot of them. So you can just click on them and use it for whatever project you want to use them for. It is said to be 600% smaller than actual GIFs if you save your file as a GIF. And it is very fast to ship with your project as well. Right now, Lottie is used everywhere and you can do all kinds of amazing things with Lottiefiles. From customizing the animations to fit your brand to saving the animations as GIFs or MP4 videos. Definitely check this out if you want to try it. The next one is Animista. So this is CSS animations on demand. Animista is an awesome website which contains CSS animations you can use on demand. So you choose the animation style you want and download or copy the corresponding CSS. If I go to the Try Me, you see that there are a lot of animations here. So if I click on this, it shows the animation preview here. I can also choose the other styles in that particular animation. Go to rotate, choose different rotates. If I like this animation, I can click on this hat icon, add it to the favorites icon so that when you go to download, you see like all the animations you've added. You can basically click on this to copy or click here to download. It is by default minified and auto prefixer set to true, so you can uncheck that so that you get a prettified version of the CSS. You can copy it directly. I'll click on this copy to copy. Next is Uiverse IO. As you can see here, it contains UI elements to help you stand out. I like this website. It is one of my favorites. It is open source and free to use as well. As you can see here, they have different elements. It contains like beautiful design. So for example, the button contains beautiful button designs here. You can just click on a design you like. You see the CSS, you see the HTML. You can just copy and use it in your project if you like. If I click on this one too, I see the HTML here and then the CSS. And if I choose like checkboxes, these are examples of beautifully designed checkboxes here. Loaders, yeah, they also have like beautifully designed loaders here. Check this out. You can go to universe.io. Next, Neumorphism. When you go to neumorphism.io, this website lets you generate, as you can see here, it lets you generate a soft UI CSS code. Neumorphism basically is a new UI design trend which is gaining popularity. So you can read more about that to see what it is. But if you are someone who knows about it and is looking for a website to generate like a beautiful soft UI CSS code, you can check out neumorphism.io. Basically, it gives you some options to change the color. You can also change the size of the elements. You can change the border radius. It basically feels like a box shadow. You can use the intensity, the blur, the shape. By changing it, you see different styles, and this one also help you change the where the shadow should actually focus. Next is box shadow, similar to the previous one, but this is specifically for box shadows. This is an easy to use website to customize and generate your desired box shadows for any elements in your project. You can customize the options here. This is the horizontal offset. This is the vertical offset. This is the blur radius. As you can see here, the spread. So if I change the color to be much deeper and I choose the spread, yeah, you see that's well. Here is for changing the box properties. You can change the color. I can use my color picker to paste the color here. I can also customize the border radius of the elements, change the height, change the width as well. After that, you can click on show code and then you can generate this. Let's go to the next. CSS Clip Path Maker. This is a very useful website. Definitely check it out. Clip Path property in CSS allows you to make complex shapes by clipping an element. You can see the description here. You can clip elements like circles, ellipses, polygon, insets. This gives you like examples you can customize. So for example, if I choose this arrow, I can drag the handlers on it to customize it. And whilst you're customizing, you could also see the live preview down here. So if I am dragging here, you see that this side is updating. Right? It's a very useful tool if you are generating a clip paths property. Definitely use this tool. And you can also check the current browser support for clip paths on canIuse.com. So next up is CSS Gradient. Basically, CSS Gradient is a useful website to generate beautiful gradients. You can customize the gradient direction, change the colors by clicking on it and changing the color from here. You can also click on this, change the color by dragging. Click on this one and generate the CSS you want by copying this and adding it to your CSS files. Or you can also click here to copy. So check it out. Logo Ipsum. Most of the time when you are developing a website, you just want a logo placeholder to use so that later you can think about maybe like an actual logo. So logo Ipsum is a place to generate logos. For your project, you can use them as placeholders. You can just go to logo Ipsum, download or copy like an SVG logo, use it in your project, and then you can think of an actual logo later. So they have different logo styles which are all free to use. So you can click on circular, curvy, geometric, illustrations, and others, and they all look good. So definitely check this out. When you go to logoipsum.com, you can generate like a cool logo placeholder. Another interesting one that I love is Lorem Picsum. And Lorem Picsum is a Lorem Ipsum for photos. So if you know Lorem Ipsum, it is a placeholder text you just use in place of an actual text. And this is a photo version of Lorem Ipsum. This website, I love it. It gives you a whole lot of options to generate the desired photos you want. You can add your image size by adding the sizes at the end of your URLs. I mean, that is the width and then the height of the images you want to generate. You can make a request to a specific image by adding the image IDs. So when you go down here, if you want to generate a specific image, you can add the ID of the image as this. You can also add the width and height after all, and then generate the specific image you want to generate. Alright, so if I click here, it will show me like a list of all the images they have and then the IDs. Alright, so you can check this out, look for the image you want, and then add the ID to the URL like this. This is also for generating static random images, and you can also generate the different options they provide. You can generate colored images, you can generate grayscale images, you can generate blurred images. If I go down here, it's an example of generating a grayscale image just like this. You can generate a blurred image by making a request to this URL. They provide you with a whole lot of options to generate like the exact image you want. Next is Remove BG. So Remove BG is a free website used to remove image backgrounds. It is very, very powerful. The most interesting thing about this website is that it is 100% free. You don't need to pay anything. It is very powerful than you can imagine. It removes the background very, very accurately. You can check this out. I mean, I tried an example with my photo, and you can see you can download the HD version, you can download smaller resolution version. It is very cool, very cool. I mean, they have an example here. So this is the original image, and this is the results when you upload and remove the background. Definitely check this out. Next up is Profile Pic Maker. Profile Pic Maker is also an interesting website. It is a site where it's used to make a cool profile picture from any photo at all. The only thing you have to do is to upload your photo. The background is going to be removed automatically for you, and when you click on generate, you're going to get a result like this. So it gives you a whole lot of different designs. You can check the preview, gives you like good combination of cover and profile picture colors, and you can scroll through to check out all the designs they have. Very cool, and you can use the one you want. So check this out if you want to try this out or use it. Another one of my favorites, compressor.io. It is fast and efficient image compression tool. As you can see here, the description is exactly what it does. I used it almost every time I am working on a project which involves images. Website images are usually too big and unoptimized for web purposes. This is an easy to use tool which will save a few megabytes by compressing your images without even noticing a loss in quality. You can upload an image. I mean, they also have like an example here, right? So before it was 700 kilobytes, and after 250 kilobytes. That's a lot. And if you drag and drop like the before and after, it is very hard to notice like the loss in quality. It looks almost the same, but it is a whole lot better. It's a useful tool for web developers. You should definitely check this out. Metatags.io is a cool website. It's a tool to debug and generate meta tag code for any website. You can see the debugger side here, and this is for generation of meta tags. It lets you upload an image. For example, the one they've uploaded here, upload the title of your website, upload some description, and lets you see a preview. So this is how it's going to look on Google. It's going to look like on Facebook, Twitter. Right? So if I check LinkedIn, Pinterest, Slack, I mean, it gives you the option on how it's going to look on all those different channels. And you can click on generate. Yeah, you can just click on copy, use it in your project. So go to metatags.io. The debugger help. Lets you check if your meta tag is accurate, it is efficient, it is missing something, or you need to add something to your meta tags. So it's a cool website. Go to metatags.io. Next up, readme.so. So readme.so is Readme Editor. It is very easy to customize your Readme files, and it allows you to quickly add and customize all the sections you need for your project Readme. This is the preview. They have an already made sections. You can just click on these, add them, and then customize. So this is an acknowledgement section. So I love this. It makes your life a whole lot easier. Like you can create readmes very quickly. Most of the times when I want to create badges, I have to go online, search for how to create badges in readmes, go to shields.io and then generate my URLs and then come and add it. This is an easy to use one. You just click on badges, it adds the badges section. As the badges section, you can go and generate your URLs, come and replace them, and you're good to go. After that, you can click on download. It will download your readme and you can add it to your project. Very cool. Very cool. A whole lot of sections here you can add, and you see the preview here. Check this Readme editor out and use it to generate your readmes if you want to. The next tool I want to show you is this. It is called FontJoy. So FontJoy is a font pairing website used to generate combinations of fonts. This is an example of font combinations you can use. So the first one is Montserrat. There is this, and there is this one. When you click on generate, it will generate a different combination of fonts. So there you see. For example, if I wanna maintain this one, I can lock it and click on generate again. It will maintain the top one and generate a different combinations for the second one and third one here and here. This text is also editable. You can clean the text and put your company name there, right? If you want to. You can also do the same for this and then this as well. The goal is to generate fonts that works together well. So check this out. Unminify. I like this website. I use it a lot. It is used to unminify minified files. As simple as that. You can paste your minified code here or drag and drop the files So the files it supports are JavaScript files, CSS files, HTML, XML, and JSON. You can paste them or drag and drop those files here. Click on Unminify, and it will generate a prettified version of your minified files. You can also load a URL from online or browse to pick your files. When you finish, you can then download the files, the resultant files. You can copy it and use it. Right? So it's a very useful tool for web designers. The last on the list is Carbon, everybody's favorite. I know most of you know this tool. Carbon is a tool for creating and sharing beautiful images of source code. It provides you with different themes. You can write your code in so many different languages. You have many options on how to customize the look of your source code and where you can use it. So this is where to choose the theme. So if I choose like material, or I choose this, or if you are someone who loves light-based themes, choose the language you want to use. For example, maybe GraphQL or TypeScript or JavaScript. You can just choose the language here, write the code here, and you can also customize the background color. You can change the options, copy the image, the URL of where you want to use it. So for example, if you want to use it on Medium, you can copy it and go and paste it in your Medium article. You can also copy the image URL, copy the iframe or the plain URL, for example. And you can also export it as PNG or SVG. So if I click on PNG, it's going to export my files. I am blocking it here. If I go and I click on allow and export again, PNG, it is going to export it, and I can click on it to open it. I'm sure you can't see it, but I can see it, right? But it looks exactly like this. Carbon is a cool tool if you want to share beautified version of your source code, for example, to someone. You can use Carbon to create it. So there you go. 17 cool websites, productive websites for web developers. I love these websites. I use them all the time. So definitely check them out if you want to use it to go a long way to help you. So thank you as usual for the time, and make sure to like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you and see you next time.